let's move on to talking about the Raptors because they traded Goran Dragic. Finally, Goran Dragic hasn't played a game since I don't know what month it was, November maybe, something like that.
November. Yep.
November. He
November.
hasn't played. They traded him to the Spurs for Thad Young, who was supposed to be the biggest name on the buyout market, and he's on our Raptors now.
He's
He's a
not
good
getting bought
player.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not getting bought out. He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but kind of a power forward was, I think, the last thing the Raptors needed. A guard would have been better. So what do you think about the Goran Dragic trade for both sides?
People are overreacting because we traded our pick. And I think I first overreacted to when I first saw it, but that's also because they haven't factored in that we're also getting back a 2022 second round pick via the Pistons. So yes, the Raptors traded Goran Dragic and a protected 2022 first round pick. It's protected 1 to 14. Raptors have a 6 seed. So the Spurs are going to get it. The Spurs are going to get around like 17th pick, right? The Raptors pick. And then we're going to get like what, 30, 31st, 32nd pick.
Literally, yeah.
Right? So we moved 15 spots down in the draft to get Thad Young, a player who will actually play minutes on our team, a player who instantly becomes our best bench player, our sixth man. And I think the key for this is, yes, he's on a 1-year deal, but we get his bird rights, so we can re-sign him with our cap situation and everything. And another key situation is, again, cap was a pretty big deal for this trade because this drops us 3.75 million below the tax. So obviously that means we're away from the tax. We don't have to pay the luxury tax, all that stuff, which means in the future, because Raptors are edging closer and closer to a luxury tax team, right? Once these contracts end up, the starters have been playing so good where each of the starters are valued at like 25 million right now on the market. So they're going to be a luxury tax team. So getting under the luxury tax max to avoid like the repeater tax and everything is very important for the Raptors owners and stuff. So they're like, until those, those first 5 get their new contracts, we're going to try to avoid the tax. That's what, like, that was the main part of this trade. And then Thad Young instantly becomes the sixth man for this Raptors team.
Sixth man of the last third of the season.
He was the sixth man of the year last third of the season last year. Like for the Bulls, he was the sixth man of the year. Yeah, he plays great. He's one of those players that does everything. Play makes a little bit, rebounds a little bit, shoots a 3 a little bit, can score inside a little bit, score in the mid range a little bit. Can play small ball 5, which I expect him to play a decent amount of minutes at. Play the 4, even play the 3 sometime for us. He'll be a good fit, man. And I think for the Spurs side of it, you get a first round pick, you move 15 spots up the draft for a guy that wasn't on your roster. Cool. They're happy with that.
Yeah. They bought out Dragic. If you just to add to that, so I guess
Mavs waived.
But I mean, like, did the Mavs need him? I don't know. Yeah, we waived Drew Eubanks. Yeah. So like I said, I would have rather have gotten a guard, but like realistically, what guard were we getting for Goran Dragic? I can't think of one off the top of my head. So buyout versus getting Thad Young. Give me Thad Young. Like,
And we didn't lose a pick. People keep saying we lost the first round pick.
Yeah, we moved down in the draft.
We moved down 15 spots in the draft. That's all.
Like say that pick. Say instead of that second round pick, we got like Milwaukee's first round pick or something.
Same
like
thing.
People be like, oh, we got a first round pick. It's literally the same thing.
It's
right?
literally one spot difference.
Yeah.
and that second round picks give us way more cap flexibility because you could sign them to a contract which doesn't have a structure already put in place. Because when you have signed first round picks, like the 17th pick gets paid this much money for 4 years. You know what I mean? Like they already have contracts in place. So moving to a second round pick might just be another way of saving more money and being better for the future. Another Raptors, version of cap structure and all that stuff.
Yeah, Masai playing some 40 chess. I think Raptors fans are gonna like Thad Young. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here so you never miss the best clips from Stretch the Floor. Hit the links in the description below to find us on all podcast platforms and follow us on Instagram.